Want to plow through enemies like a high-speed bulldozer and a caffeine rush? Then Gauss is the frame for you. I'm Tipsy and today we'll be going over how to farm Gauss. First thing you want to do is go buy Gauss's main blueprint from the marketplace right here. Now after that, to farm Gauss, you have to have access to the disruption mission Kappa on Sedna, right here. As this mission will drop Gauss's system, cases and neuroptics in the C rotation, with each component having a 7.84% drop chance. That means you can get either really lucky or really unlucky, as this might take you some time to actually farm. Once in the mission, as this is a disruption mission, it's gonna be a little different, which means it's an endless mission that has a different type of rotation system for rewards. As seen on the chart here, once you actually get to round 3 and complete that with 4 conduits defended, you will be rewarded the C rotation. This has a small chance to contain one of Gauss's blueprint that we saw earlier. After you get into round 4, it's a little bit different. You have more leeway, as you can actually hit rotation C with 3 conduits defended. As you go up the rounds, the difficulty will scale, so just keep in mind that having this little leeway of actually being able to do 3 or 4 will definitely help you when you begin to hit your limit. Thing I would recommend if you have access to any frame with a stun ability like Harrow, Saku or Korra right here that works on Demolisher enemies, this will help you in containing the enemies to not reach your conduits, but also at the same time makes it easier to actually kill them while they're stunned. But that's basically it. Now you just have to keep running this in C rotation until you actually get all Gauss's 3 pieces, the system, the cases and the neuroptics. After you have gotten the pieces, you can then go to your foundry and begin crafting him. But keep in mind, to actually craft Gauss, you need to be at least rank 4 with the faction on Cetus, the Ostron, but also the faction in Fortuna, the Solaris United. These 2 factions need to be at rank 4 to actually be able to buy the blueprint for the processed gems you will need to craft craft 2 of Gauss's pieces. But on the other side, the neuroptics is fairly simple to actually make. You only need to do normal missions to actually craft this. You'll need 1 Argon Crystal, which can be found in void missions from enemies, containers or deposits, as you see right here. After that, you need 1600 Rubedo. You can run any of mission in these zones right here, and you can look for the deposit as you see this one. For the salvage, you need 6200, and you can run any missions in these areas and look for a deposit here and just destroy this. Salvage is pretty easy to come by, and you should probably already have it. And for the last one, you're gonna need 2950 alloy plate. You can find those in missions in these areas right here, and just by doing the mission and destroying these containers right here. And that's basically it for the neuroptics. That is probably the easiest to craft. But for the cases, we will have to head to the plains of Eidolon and mine for blue veins and find Grokdrul around the open world area. But before going into the open world area, I would recommend, if you can, go to a Scumbat and actually buy the blueprints for the things you will need. You will have to be rank 4 with Ostron faction, which is basically the plains of Eidolon or Cetus faction, and you have to be at least rank 4 to buy all of the blueprints. After that, you will need 3 Sentiurm, 3 Nyth, and 6 Crimzian. You can find all these gems in the blue veins in the open worlds of plains of Eidolon. While doing that, I would recommend looking around for Grokdrul, as you can find these in Grenier areas, and these will just be small drums you will be able to find and then destroy them, and you will get Grokdrul. You need 55 of this, and that's basically it for the cases. For the system blueprint, you will have to head to Orb Vallis, which is the open world on Venus next to Fortuna. You will then have to mine for blue veins again here for gems, but before you do that, do the same as you did in Cetus and actually go and take a stop, because you will have to go to Smokefinger in Fortuna and actually buy his blueprints if you can. You'll have to be rank 4 with the Solaris United to actually buy these blueprints too. Otherwise, it's basically the same as the cases, but this time it's just with the faction Solaris instead. After you have done that, you can basically head out to the open world of Orb Vallis and you can go mine. You will need Zodian and Thyst crystals, which can drop from blue veins again. While running around Orb Vallis, I will recommend you to be on the lookout for Mytocardia spores, because you'll need 70 of these. These can be found in like clumps of spores around the areas like you see right here, and you just have to hit those and it will drop you an amount of spores. And then for the thermal sludge, you will need 85 of. You can find these in like areas with Corvus enemies, in like the strongholds areas. I recommend just going to this area and run in circles or inside the building too to find thermal containers and just destroy these. It's pretty simple to get this, and it shouldn't take you too long. You can just do runs back and forth. Once you're done with all 3 parts, you can now begin crafting Gauss. After that is done, it will take you 12 hours and then 72 hours to craft the full main body. Alright, just quickly to summarize the build we actually used in the video. This is a very budget beginner build, and it's not meant to take you far into the rounds, but it can take you to around round 8 if you really want to. This is a build you probably can gather up in like no time at all. We are just running the normal hack from MR5 together with Hell's Chamber, Point Blank and Chilling Reload for getting that cold and reload speed plus some extra damage and multi-shot. On top of that, we're running Contagious Spread and Chilling Gasp to get the viral damage. We're boosting a little bit with the Chilling Reload, and then the heart and butter of the build, the Scattered Justice. This is a very nice mod for the hack right here. This will give you 200% multi-shot, but the Justice modifier too is also gonna help you. This is basically while you're getting affinity, you'll like trigger ability, and this ability will basically make an explosion around you while also healing and increasing your armor for a certain amount of time. So this is a very nice mod. All in all, this build can take you to around round 8 solo, but I recommend getting something stronger. This is just the bare minimum. You can also upgrade it to something like this, and this will probably take you maybe a few more rounds. But other than that, I definitely recommend probably using something stronger. This is just a bare minimum if you want to go to around round 8 solo without really using your frame. You can try these out. But yeah, this is just personal preference. I really like the hack. Other than that. But yeah, that's basically the build I used in the video. This is just an upgraded version of it. So feel free to use these if you need a build that is just like the required amount to do something. So before we end here, we actually do have a Discord, so feel free to join that. That Discord is gonna be in the description, so you can just go ahead and join it. And other than that, that's it for the video. So hopefully you found the video helpful, and if you did, feel free to like, and also if you want to, you can subscribe, and that's about it. So peace out and see you in the next one. Bye bye.